Hey guys, wanted to go ahead and go over the EDC toolkit version 2.0. This was version 1.0. Go and check out the video on that. So this is basically a total of about a pound and 7 ounces. So here's what it looks like here. So this is zip ties wrapped with paracord. And one of the bits of feedback that they told me was that I should get this particular Knipex because it's the most versatile and it doesn't scratch surfaces. So if you look at it, this is just large enough where it covers all sockets. So these are Wiha double-sided bits. So what I like is that essentially it replaces all of this here in terms of like regular bits, but also at the same time, it also replaces, in many ways, hex keys. So when you look at a lot of hex keys, they have things like this. Well, literally, we have the same stuff too, okay? We have the same things too. In order to do that, you do need to get this adapter here. It is the Steinwhale adapter, and it's right here. I'll go and pull it out here. And what I also did was pair it with the Topeak driver. So basically, you go this way, but also you can get Torx, and you can basically get, but these will take Wiha double-sided bits, which add a lot of versatility. All right, next part of the kit is this here. Now, this is controversial because you're going to realize that I took out some pretty important scissors here, and you're going to be like, why the hell are you doing that? That's stupid. But I want to showcase these scissors and tell you why I think these are special. So I have 2 packs of zip ties here, and I also have 550 paracord, and I'm going to demonstrate that I can cut these in seconds with just these scissors. So my rationale is if it's this small and this lightweight, this is 0.25 ounces, then why do I need to carry a larger, bulkier thing? Again, I'm having a different approach from a lot of other people who do this, but what you'll notice is I'm trying to find the lightest weight, right? So this is, again, one brand of zip ties really quick. So boom, boom, you see that? That was cut in seconds. This is a different brand of zip ties. Boom, boom, cut. This is 550 paracord, right? Now, it is important that when you use it, just kind of like push down on it, but it'll cut it down really quick. And I'll cut it 3 times very quickly. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'm just going to put this right here. And this is obviously super glue. So the next bit of kit is pretty amazing. This was brought to my attention by a few YouTubers, but basically essentially you can replace this many sockets with just a small little pack. So I'm going to go and demonstrate that really quickly here. So, but basically I'm just going to go and bring this out. This is just more of a quality of life improvement, something I like, and I'll explain why that's back because that wasn't in the other kit. This adapter is what works with these particular sockets. So what's cool about these sockets is when you really look at it, just from a point of reference, right? This is how many sockets, and this amount of sockets here cover all of these. So this basically is made by Vaco. These are flip sockets. So these cover 10 and 12 metric, 13 and 14 metric, and this also covers 7 and 8. This usually comes with a larger screwdriver stub. I removed it because I felt it was too stubby. I mean, too bulky. But what I do is I just go ahead and use it with this. So now, if I want to go 7 and 8, so this basically, I can now use 7 sockets. I can now use 8 sockets, right? Or I can use, at a flip of a button, I can use 13, right? Or I can use 14. But this is kind of a huge game changer because if you think about it, this replaces all of this, right? And it takes up practically no space. So that's like huge. That's it. That's all you need. Now you do need this, but it doesn't weigh anything, and it's pretty like. But what also is cool, and it's also kind of what I have here. That's why I still keep the Topeak driver with me, right? So you can put that on there, and put this on here, and now you've got torque, right? So this is, in my opinion, extremely compact and lightweight. All right, so the next one I want to talk about is basically, this is just a flashlight, basically on and off. This is my favorite box cutter. This is the slice cutter. Doesn't take up much space. This is just tape measure at 6 feet tall. And I still want to bring the regular Knipex because I find that this is the one I use the most. Now, I do want to say something here. I did get feedback saying maybe I should consider the 125, but I was thinking about it. I don't actually think it's an actual advantage because when you actually look, this is about the same, except I find this much more pocketable. Now, I did ponder another idea, and in this case, people were telling me to get this, and I was thinking about not getting it because what you could actually do is you can get jaw protectors on here. and that would actually get the job done, which would remove this tool. But then after a while, another user brought up a lot of other reasons why this is more useful to have. So these work really well together. I just realized I forgot to add this to my kit, but I also do add this too. What I like about this is that these are microbits, and these contain 8 different microbits, which, and it actually does have the ones that I use a lot, which are pretty handy. Now, as I mentioned, this still covers a lot of ground. So this actually has T6 and T8, which I do use for pocket knives. If I need to go more specialized, then I'll bring out the Wiha Go Kit. All right, last bit of kit are these 2 things here, and this is a little bit special, and I want to kind of talk about it. So this is a standard duct tape, but I do want to talk about this, which is amazing. This is the Victorinox Walker. It's a discontinued model. Now, what I like about this is that this is, as you can see here, this weighs about an ounce, or 1.6 ounces. And this is amazing because, in my opinion, everyone else who is using a saw is carrying a very bulky, heavy thing. Like the Leatherman Surge is 12 ounces, or they carry these things that's just like really heavy. But what I like about this is that it keeps it simple. This only has 2 tools on it. Basically, it's got a standard knife, and it also has the saw, which is right here. And I just need a saw when I need it, in the very rare time I need it. And this is 1 ounce. Yeah, hope you guys have a great one. Okay, bye.